everybody, I am Mrs. Doherty and I'm going to do art with you. Now normally we would be here inside my art room, but I'm here all by myself. So I can take my mask off since nobody else is here with me. And then we can do a little bit of art together, okay? We are going to start with a story. So let me introduce you to the story, and we're going to start using a little bit of glue, and we're going to do some art together. Here's our story, Too Much Glue by Jason LaFave. You know, sometimes it's hard to control our glue. Let's see what happens. Our art teacher says too much glue never dries. She reminds us glue raindrops instead of puddles. And she warns me, Maddie, that's too much glue. But my dad and I love to glue. At home we make glue glasses, glue mustaches, and even glue bouncy balls. Mom is happy to help. So during art class, I find the fullest bottles of glue and I tip them over and squeeze. Plop! Glue squishes from the orange tips and slops all over. Sequins and googly eyes float around in a gluey lake. Then it's time for the most important decoration. Geronimo! I belly flop onto the table and roll around, letting the glue and everything else cover me. Time to go to the drying rack, I announce, but when I try to pull myself off the table, boing, right back down. Too much glue, Maddie, too much glue, my teacher squawks. This is bad. There's only half an hour till the end of school, and all I can do is lift my head and my hands and wiggle my feet. The rest of me is a buckly, stuckly mess. Can somebody help me? I call. While my teacher breathes into a paper bag, Noah shouts, "Let's lasso him." Soon I am roped from all sides, like a rodeo pony, but when they try to pull me out, snap, the lassos break, leaving a colorful octopus tentacles everywhere. The glue is too strong, and now I'm a clingy, stringy, buckly, sticky mess. Don't worry, Maddie, we know what to do, shout Luke and Grace from across the room. Is that a tow truck, I ask, and they wheel the contraption over and stick the plastic hook into my suit of glue. My friends pull one way and the glue pulls the other. Creak, click, until kaboom! The tow truck explodes and plastic bricks rain all over. Now I'm a crinkly, clicking, stringy, buckly, sticky mess. The school nurse bursts in and checks my temperature. 98.6. Sorry, no fever. Can't send you home early. And she dabs and pats me like spilled juice. But the more she blots, the more the glue spreads. Soon I'm a meltily, mummy, clingy, bricky, clingy, stringy, buckly, sticky mess. Then the principal comes in. He takes one look at me and he sticks a note on my belly and he leaves. Seeing my teacher huffing and puffing like a train gives me a great idea, and I whisper to Haley and Owen. The final bell rings and everyone freezes except Owen and Haley. It's the biggest one we could make, they shout furiously, flapping a huge paper fan. Just then I'm thinking I'll be a note on my tummy, melty mummy, clickily brickly, clingy stringy, buckly sticky glue boy for the rest of my life. But my plan works. Something my teacher said could never happen happens. The glue dries, but I'm still stuck, and now I hear footsteps and the doors start to open. My father and some other carpool parents walk in. Dad comes closer and inspects me. Then he peels me off the table. Glue, yarn, bricks, and all. He spins me around. No one makes a sound. Then Dad smiles. Maddie, you're a masterpiece. And he holds me up for everyone to admire. My friends all cheer. The car ride home is interesting. Look at all the things falling out on the road home. Mom is speechless when Dad brings me in the house, but he knows what to do. Well, kiddo, Dad says, some beautiful things only happen once, and this is one of those things. He gently grips the dried glue in front of my neck and behind my collar and peels me open like a ripe banana. Now it's Dad's turn to glue. He seals up the sides of the me-shaped artwork. I'll bet you would take all the glue in art room and make a U-shaped work of art, Dad, I say. Dad laughs. Then he glues a big magnet to the back of my project and he hangs it on the fridge. During dinner, we sneak a peek at my masterpiece. Then after dinner, we take a look at the principal's note very seriously. Please encourage Maddie to use tape instead of glue. The end. Very good. Okay, super great book. So now we're going to practice with our glue bottle. All right? Glue bottles should always be held with one hand, and then you hold the paper with the other hand so they work together. We should never put both hands on the glue and just squeeze as hard as possible. That just makes a big puddle mess. So first thing, opening the glue. There should be a white button on top, okay? If you twist the cap, the white button disappears and the glue will come out. So we're going to hold the paper with one hand on the table and we're going to squeeze the bottle with the other hand. Let me show you how. Okay, so here we have made the button disappear on our glue and we are ready to first put a glue drop in the big circle. See if you can go around the edges and fill it in the middle. That's a lot of glue. Second one, see that little dot? Touch the glue bottle to the paper and make a dot. This one required a lot of squeezing. This one required just a tiny bit of squeezing. We're going to focus a little bit more on that. Okay, so now that we've practiced with a lot of glue and a little bit of glue, we're going to push that paper away and we're going to get a new piece of paper. On this piece of paper, we're going to practice little dots of glue. Hold the paper with one hand, squeeze the glue with the other. One hand on the glue. Put a small little dot on each one of these dots that are on the glue bottle. Notice that I have to touch, 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 touch each time. Not from way up here. We're going to touch the paper. Just like when you make a dot with a pencil, you have to touch, 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 touch the paper. Little tiny dots. When you get finished with those, your teacher will give you some little colorful dots. And you can take those and stick them into the glue. Use those little pincher fingers that you have to just pick up one dot and put it right on top of your glue dot, just to decorate a little bit. There. Once we get finished with that, then we're going to work on the lines. Watch. Touch the paper and then put glue very thin on the line. I'm drawing a line with my glue bottle. Then your teacher's going to give you a little piece of paper and you can stick that right onto the glue line. Practice one more time. Touch, draw a line. My glue bottle touches the paper the whole time. And then you can get this little line, and with your pincher fingers, you can lay it right down in there. And one more time. Touch, draw a line. There we go. Pick up a piece of paper, pinch your fingers, and lay it right on there. All right, so let's practice with little dots and thin lines of glue. Okay, so we're all finished with our glue. Small little dots, small little stripes. No glue on me. Remember, we have a magic trick. Remember what it was we taught you last year? If you have glue on your hands, you can rub them together and make it disappear. It just disappears right there. So you don't have to panic. You just do the magic trick. You can do it. Rub them together and make that glue disappear. All right. Remember, little bit of glue, little raindrops, not big puddles, and you are going to be so successful. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.